and welcome to my channel. So today's gonna be another craft kit. We've got a screen printing kit today. So here's what it came with. It comes with 4 stencils. They're a little bit basic. We've got the we've got the 3 screen printing inks. So you've got CMYK, so cyan, yellow, or no, cyan, yellow, magenta. We've got the mesh screen, which I'm guessing is this. That's going to go into the photo holder, which is going to be like this seamstress type thing. 1 squeegee, which is going to be this, and then instructions. So let's pop this open. This was used, so I'm hoping everything is in it. It looks to be. Okay. Not too shabby so far. These haven't even really been popped out. I mean, they are kind of cute, but they're really tiny. But looking at it, it looks like this is also really tiny. So that's going to limit what we're going to be able to do. I was hoping to be able to do something a little bit bigger. But that's okay. And yeah, it is like an embroidery hoop. That's the word I was thinking of before. So you just supposed to be able to tighten. Oh, I'm gonna have to hold it to tighten it maybe. It does have this screen. Oh, this is just tulle. This is basically tulle. Here's our squeegee. And here's our inks. All right, I was worried that there'd be a little bit of separation because like the yellow, the blue, you can kind of see it a little bit. It's not on the sides all the way, but I think it's just sat. All right, there's no seal. Again, this kit was from a thrift store basically, but it looks okay. It's a lot thicker than, oh, that bubble popped. But so yeah, it doesn't look like there's less in the magenta, but that's okay. But we get all the colors that we need to make any color. And there's plenty of the blue. So, let's see the instructions here. And we'll move that out of the way. Step contains 5 stencils. I thought the box said 4. Yeah, the box says 4. It has a picture of 4. And we get 4. So I don't know where they're getting that 5th stencil from, but I don't think I'm going to be using the stencils anyhow. What you'll need, not included: masking tape, an item to print on, can be fabric or paper. Okay. A piece of cardboard, a sheet of paper, and water. I'm concerned why I need water, and this might be a bigger project than I thought it would be. Before starting, set up a large workspace with everything you need and keep all of your materials close at hand. Well, I'm already failing. I don't have a lot of space. Pick out which stencil you want to use first and what kind of item you will be printing on. So if you remember the Crayola crayon iron-on kit, the fabric craft, I was just gonna do the other side of that shirt. It's a little stained, it's thrifted, it's fine. I just wanted to see if it'll work, and if I like it, I'll be able to use the stencils again. So I have a little something up my sleeve. You will want to cover your workspace with cardboard or newspaper to prevent any stains. I've already got the take the green frame and turn to open the hoop, pull out the inner hoop, and put it on the table. Open your mesh sheet and place it flat over the large hoop. Now take the screw. Wait, what? Well, let's do one thing at a time. Am I supposed to cut this, or? I would assume that I have to cut this. Alright, and I'm gonna give myself a little bit of overlap so that I have room to tighten it. Now take the inner hoop and press it down onto the top of the mesh to fit the inner hoop date. Let's see, open your mesh and place it over the large hoop. Oh, so I guess we're doing this. Because the large hoop would be the bigger one, right? Which would be the outer one. So we want to place the mesh over the larger one. I already got things wrong, okay. Go ahead and tighten this. I'll have to pull it off to the side so that I can do it without lifting it off the table. Alright, so I've got it pretty taut. And a pet hair. That's gonna happen around here. Make sure to pull on the sides of the mesh so that it is pulled as tight as possible in the frame. There should be no wrinkles in your mesh. Alright, we're just gonna do it the way I used to do it when I did a lot of embroidery. Since it doesn't have a good enough description to me on how exactly it wants us to do it. There's still some wrinkles, but those are like the wrinkles from it. It's like a crease, not a wrinkle. I'm gonna do my best, but I mean, it's a craft kit. I can't promise perfection. And having rounded corners does not help. Once your frame is ready, we will now set up for printing. Flip the frame. Oh my god. Flip the frame so the flat side is facing up. So I have it right. So I'm actually not going to use the stencils they've provided. And this seems incredibly excessive and like I could do a whole nother print with this. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is cut it. I'm still going to give myself a little bit extra around the sides just in case. And what I'm gonna do is I've got a bunch of scrapbook paper left over still from before. With the turkey video, we are just bringing up so many past videos now with the scrapbook paper that I used in that. I still have some scrapbook paper stashed. These, which are super duper thick and firm. I have a regular piece of scrapbook paper here that I could sketch on. I'm going to be cutting it out and then just using the other side. I don't know why I started out on the colored side. Alright, so I've got my basic sketch done. I started putting in the details of the veins and then I decided we're going to put that on pause because I don't even know if I'm going to be able to put that detail in the finished product. But I pulled out a cutting board or a cutting mat and the thicker cardstocky scrapbook paper, the thicker cardstocky scrapbook paper. I'm gonna cut this a little smaller. let's see if enough of this went all the way through that I can just pop it out. That's the best that we're going to be able to do. There's a little bit of wiggle room, but I think it'll be okay. I hope it'll be okay. Alright, so at this point we will do a test print on a sheet of paper. This will give you practice on screen printing before doing the real thing, and it will test if your tape is secure enough with no leaks. We'll just put it on this and see, and keeping in mind as well that I'm going to be doing this on white, so if it's a little bit transparent on the test sheet, then that's okay. On the bottom edge. Alright. Now I have seen the satisfying TikToks of people working with this stuff. Not necessarily this kit, but I kind of have an idea of what it's supposed to come out looking like and approximately what you're supposed to do.
Alright, so we're just gonna go up and down.
Okay, I guess we'll see what happens here in a second. You can paint them. Okay, so it recommends that you take a small paintbrush and touch up where it needs it. Alright, I think it looks okay, and then the messier parts are because the screen wasn't tight. So I've got this as tight as I can again. I've got the first one, the one that we made together here. I'm gonna try not to mess with the tightness because I did the best I could for it. That is the best that I can do. Part of it's just the fact that it's plastic. Pull this up with the other. That ain't too shabby. I do have that little spot to touch up. Let's actually just do it here now. With this. Scrape up a little bit of it. Yeah, besides that, I'm really happy with it. So we'll let this dry. I did goof that up a little bit, but that's fine. We'll let that dry and then we'll do the veins. So I think I've got it lined up right. I've made the stencil. We've seen me do that with the other one. Again, I kind of think I have it as tight as I can. And I'm hoping, Clover, and I'm hoping that I have it lined up right. only time will tell. I just made sure that all of the veins were in green, so let's mix up a light green, almost yellow, and see what we can do. I'm sorry if my voice is different this time around. This is a different day. It took forever for the original to dry, or the first layer to dry. I ended up having to just go to sleep and do it the next day, and woke up with the flu. At least I think it's the flu. Lift it up. Alright, not bad on the placement. It did get a little hairy. I am noticing some leakage here. And something I also wanted to mention is I didn't notice this when I first peeled it yesterday. When I first lifted it, these weren't here. It like spread when it was drying. And we'll just have to wait and see. And hopefully these don't spread while they're drying too. But besides that, I like how it came out. This was a really fun kit. I just wish the drying time was a little faster. But yeah, overall I really liked it. So if you liked this video and you liked my art, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to stay artsy. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. Bye-bye.